Howdy friends, let's chat about the metaverse. The metaverse conversation is still fundamentally wrong. You see, it's not just about embracing the shiniest new AR, VR, or XR device. And granted, in the last few months, we've seen some pretty sexy, sleek new ones enter the market. It's also not about slapping your brand on a new digital world or immersive environment. I don't think putting a Louis Vuitton or Tommy Hilfiger logo on top of some tiny little interactive digital tower is really gonna cut the mustard. Cut the mustard? Cut the butter. Whatever. It's about gaming, and specifically everything, and I mean absolutely everything that is supposedly being tested or experimented on in the metaverse has already been done. And it's already been done by a gaming company. Let me explain. Characters. So the metaverse has conceived this new term that they call avatars, and an avatar is basically a reflection of yourself within a digital immersive virtual environment. For those that have gamed before, you've probably come across the idea of an MMORPG, or a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. And these games, you generally have to create a character. And these characters are tailored to your individual interests and appetites and things like that. You can select things like their skins and the clothing they wear. You can select their particular attributes. What is the character good at and not good at? How is it going to use the abilities available in the game in order to complete tasks or slay monsters or just really have a good time and immerse yourself in the environment? For some reason, the metaverse conversation has tried to take this idea and they've simplified it. In fact, they have made it worse. They've stripped out a lot of the attributes. There are no select elements in most virtual environments or metaverse-y type ventures. You really just create an avatar that almost tries to resemble you as a person as much as possible. And for most people that play online role-playing games, they don't immerse themselves by being themselves. They immerse themselves by becoming something else. And so it continues to shock me that I see a lot of brands and businesses try to enter the metaverse with customizable avatars, and that level of customization just doesn't really go very far. The concept works, and there's a billion-dollar industry that's been built already off having customizable attributes and characters. Number 2, social interactivity. Advocates for the metaverse have always proclaimed that social interactivity is going to be the secret sauce that makes metaverse a compelling or mass market interactive medium. The fact that you can go into an environment and you can interact with other people, you can run meetings, you can explore virtual spaces or do wonderfully interesting social things in a virtual environment. Great. Once again, video games have been doing this for decades. Even some of the most recent AAA blockbuster games like Overwatch or Fortnite or Diablo, they all rely on the same principle that you partner up with your friends, you create a party, and then you go and complete a task together. This is not a novel concept. In fact, most video games already augment this social interactivity experience with other tools like Discord to enable voice chat while you play the game. Games like Overwatch and Diablo already have this feature built into the game, so you do have voice chat options whilst you control your avatar in this virtual world. Almost the entire metaverse vision or the metaverse experience has already been cohesively created in video games, and it's working, and they're making a lot of money doing it. The only real addition the metaverse conversation is adding is enabling some kind of AR, VR element, sort of. And even then, most of these platforms that are hailed as metaverse platforms don't even really have that. People say that Roblox is one of the most popular metaverse platforms, and from a monthly user and active user base, sure, it probably is. But it doesn't have any of those AR, VR elements. It's effectively just a video game that has characters and avatars and has social interactivity and lets you create and build stuff in an open world environment. No one said that was a metaverse concept, we've just adopted it. Number 3, in-game economies. When the metaverse conversation first started merging with Web3, we had all these like NFT marketplaces come up and you could buy and sell NFTs as skins and cosmetic items and, clothes you could equip your avatar with while you navigate an environment. Again, this is not a novel concept. In-game economies have existed for years and years and years in all of these online role-playing games. The concept of an auction house is not a novel concept if you've played an RPG game before. It's how we create and buy and sell and trade digital assets within a particular virtual environment or within a particular video game. Often, these RPG games also have additional professions or skills. You can upskill your character to then create items that then you can sell on the auction house. So not only do you have an environment where you can buy and sell and trade assets, you also have a character that has a particular skill set to create and commoditize and monetize something within the game. So you can also contribute as not just a buyer and seller, but a producer of goods. What a shockingly novel concept. And for some reason, a lot of the metaverse ventures still fail to recognize this as a concept has already been tried and tested and has been very successful in video games and in blockbuster video games. And because these environments are closed loop ecosystems, right, they promote free market economics, which is the individual users can determine the price and the demand for things. Yes, there's a whole bunch of market manipulation. There's plenty of people that jack up the price of digital items within a particular virtual world. That sounds an awful lot like the Web3 NFT narrative, where people hijacked the price and manipulated the price of NFTs in digital collectibles. Again, this is not a novel concept, and we've already seen it happen within digital games and virtual environments. Number 4, open world environments. Again, one of the big hallmarks of the metaverse was that we create these open world environments where users could go wherever they want to and create whatever they wanted to. In fact, this is one of the reasons why Roblox has been hailed as one of the most successful metaverse-like environments, because it's endless creativity. Just like when Minecraft skyrocketed to popularity, it was an open world environment where you could build and create your own things. The metaverse is trying to grapple with something that has existed for decades and decades and has already been tried and tested. People are still shocked at how popular Roblox is, but the concept of an open world creative environment where you can just customize your world with your own character or avatar, not a novel concept. And I'm kind of shocked that we haven't seen more metaverse builders just try to replicate that model or create something just like Roblox or Minecraft. It's been tested and it seems to work quite well. Number 5, business models. Again, a lot of conversations around how you create tangible business value or basically create business impact with a metaverse venture. Effectively, if I'm a business and I want to create some kind of metaverse environment, how do I ensure I'm going to make money from my venture? Guess what? It's been done. Look at all these video games that have metaverse environments and are testing the exact same features that you're trying to test out. Avatars or characters, social interactivity, in-game economies, open world environments. Just look at their existing business models. Blizzard usually charges a monthly subscription for their MMORPG style games. This is a very common model. It's a monthly fee. You get access to development features and updates as it rolls out. Sometimes there's a one-off purchase when there's a particular expansion or batch of content. You charge for the batch of content and then whatever development features follow or patches or upcoming developments or, new content. And so you build a base where you have one-off purchases to enter the environment, and then you have subscription-based models where you get access to upcoming features and batched content. Thirdly, and this is increasingly becoming more and more popular, and for those gamers watching the video, you're probably going to be upset that I bring this up, but increasingly a lot of gaming companies are jumping on the bandwagon of in-game cosmetic items. They offer things within some kind of virtual store that's managed by the gaming company, and you can buy digital assets, or maybe it's a cosmetic pet or a skin or an avatar or something you can wear in the game. This is sounding awfully familiar, isn't it? To all those Decentraland and the Sandbox conversations where people were generating their own NFTs that you could equip and wear in the virtual environment. Again, shocking that all of these features have already been tried and tested and they already exist. And so really, the next time you speak to someone about the metaverse or someone asks you about the metaverse, just tell them to go pick up any AAA blockbuster game that's been successful in the last few years, and you'll probably see every single feature or asset that they think is part of the metaverse has already been created in a video game. Thanks for listening. If you like this video, let me know. Leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, tell me what you think. I think the metaverse conversation is still very much being figured out. Otherwise, I just came back from Korea and I learned a whole bunch about the Web3 ecosystem. And again, similar vein, I'm seeing a lot of businesses try to enter the Web3 space and making a lot of the same mistakes. So if you're interested, check it out. Cheers.